Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Eau de Treasure. This is Steven. I have another men's classic for you, another famous masculine men's fragrance called BRUT by Fabergé. I'm sure all you guys have heard of BRUT before. This is one of the most, one of the best cheapies or best known cheapies out there. This is like a supermarket or a pharmacy or a drugstore fragrance if there ever was one. It's not sold in Japan, but I happened to find a vintage bottle and I grabbed it. Here it is. It came in the mail. Can't wait to open this up, check it out. I haven't smelled this in years. I've smelled it before, but I forgot what it smells like. Can't wait to check out the box, check out the bottle, and I'm going to compare it to some other fragrances that are similar to this. So let's check it out. Fabergé BRUT. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, I looked online based on the pictures to see if I can figure out when this came out, if I can date this particular box. And I don't know, guys. I'm guessing this is from the early 90s, but we will see in a second. There it is, Fabergé BRUT Classic Eau de Cologne spray. So this is a smaller bottle. This is a 44 ml. Yeah, it's nice to get a 100 ml, or I think the next size up is 88 ml, but that's not what I saw. I saw this one and I grabbed it. So let's look at some clues to see if we can figure out when this one was sold in stores, or when this one was bought at the store. Questions or comments, call 1-800 made in the USA. All right, well, the box is in pretty clean, nice condition here. What does the bottom say? Look, there's the price, $4.70. So this was bought in USA, then brought here to Japan. There's a barcode on it. It looks a little bit different than the other barcodes that you see on fragrances that came after 1990. So I don't know, maybe this is from 1990, but there's no yin-yang green dot recycle symbol thingy on this. So maybe this is 1990 on the nose. Maybe this is 89. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you take a look at this box and the bottle I'm about to pull out, if you have any idea when this came out. I'm very curious to know, because that's what I like to talk about on this channel, when these things came out. All right, so let's take a look at the bottle. Yeah, this is what the mini one looks like, huh? Or the small bottle. So here is the medallion that it doesn't come with this anymore. It's stuck to the bottle. It doesn't hang or swing or anything like that, but the chain is loose on it. It's in pretty good shape. It's pretty clean, don't you think? Fairly clean. Spray Eau de Cologne. So the print is still there. It's not messed up on the bottle. Caution, flammable. Copyright Fabergé, but it doesn't have a date on it. Let's see if there's some kind of a batch code. What does it say on the bottom? Fabergé Inc. That's it. There's nothing on it. Don't see any batch code on this. Oh, there it is. There's a batch code on this. 533DA. All right, let's look it up. The cap is, let's see, it's a plastic cap, a little bit faded. But overall, this is in pretty good shape. I'm pretty happy with this. And it's got this old school sprayer cap here. Look at this. Have you seen a cap like this in the 90s or 2000s? I haven't seen one like this past the 80s. I mean, I had one called Elizabeth Taylor Passion for Men that had a cap like this, and it's a tester, and I think it was produced probably within the last 5 or 10 years because I bought it on Fragrance X, new. But I don't know. I mean, look at this thing. Yeah, my guess is early 90s. It's got to be like 90, 91, 92. Would you believe that this has been around since 1964? I saw that the Sense of Style channel, Stuart was talking about BRUT recently, like a month ago. I saw a video and he was talking about BRUT. BRUT means dry in French. But the name BRUT has a totally different meaning in English, right? So that's one of the funny things about this name, BRUT for men. So they don't come like this anymore, guys. If you wanted to buy a new bottle of BRUT, you can get it at the supermarket or wherever in America. They're everywhere, I guess, sold everywhere. I guess it would be like $6, $7, or $8 for a like an 88 or 100 ml plastic bottle. Doesn't have this medallion on it anymore. All right, let's give this thing a smell test. All right, here goes. All right, halfway decent sprayer, but it just comes out like a mist. I'm smelling it now. Memories are coming back, guys. This smells like a clean shave. This is how I picture like a men's barbershop or clean shave smells like. Yeah, this is what I think about when I think of a barbershop scent. It's this one. People talk about other stuff that smells like a barbershop scent, like I don't know, like a Chanel Egoist Platinum or Rive Gauche and stuff like that, azzaro pour homme. I love those fragrances, and I even call them a barbershop fragrance because that's how they're basically known. But they don't smell like this. This, to me, is truly a barbershop fragrance. I do get this soft baby powder type scent from this. It's slightly sweet. I do get this soft baby powder-ish type scent from this. Let me read you off the notes of this one. All right, the notes to this one, according to Fragrantica, the top notes you have lavender, anise, bergamot, basil, orange blossom, and lemon. The mid notes, ylang ylang, geranium, and jasmine. And in the base notes, coumarin, musk, sandalwood, oak moss, tonka bean, vanilla, vetiver, and patchouli. A lot of masculine notes. Yeah, this is nice. It's nothing fancy anymore. Men's perfumery has strayed so far away from this. This really is a classic. This is something that you wear to bring you back. This is like listening to classic music or driving a classic car. Of course, it doesn't compare to like the technology of new cars today. When you're driving an old car, as beautiful as old cars are, guys, like an old Mustang or an old Firebird or something, when you get inside and drive it, and there's no power steering or electric windows or anything like that, you're kind of like you feel like you're going back in a time machine, and that's what this is. This is like a time machine. This scent just reminds me of men in my life when I was a kid. I don't think my dad wore this one, but like teachers smelled like this. Passing by or going to a store where there's an old man working in there, this is the kind of smell that I remember as a kid, that this is what a man smells like. You can get vintage bottles of this. The small size, I don't know what they are, but the large size, the 88 or 100 ml, you can still get them like on eBay. I see them, they're about $25. The ones with the silver medallion, anywhere from $25 to $50 depending on how old it is. And as I said, the new ones, you can get the new ones in the plastic bottle at the drugstore or the supermarket for probably under $10. I looked at the comments. I was reading a lot of comments on Fragrantica, and people said that the older one really isn't that different than the newer one. The newer one still smells very similar to this one, which is cool. There are a couple people that complain, that don't like this, that say it sucks or it smells like crap or whatever, but it's only like 1 out of 10 people. It's not that many people. Like 8 or 9 out of 10 absolutely love this, guys. And you know what's interesting about the comments on Fragrantica? Half the people that say they love this are women. I don't think I've seen a man's fragrance have so many comments from women on it. So women coming and just talking about how this is what a man should smell like and how it brings back warm memories of their father or their boyfriend or whatever. Not that many women are complaining about this one. I guess just the guys complaining about this are the ones that were spoiled by the just modern men's perfumery. I don't think the longevity is really that great. I'm not going to do a longevity test on this, but let me know in the comments how the longevity is for you for Fabergé BRUT. All right, let's do a comparison. I equate this one to another classic man's fragrance or men's fragrance, and I have a small bottle of it, and that is this one right here. This is my 50 ml decant of a bigger bottle that I've since sold because I don't wear this, and this is Stetson. This is classic Stetson, which is another somewhat barbershop type fragrance for men. Now, I'm not going to spray these all over the place. I actually have tester strips, so let me do this one. Let me spray this here. And let this dry down a little bit. And then I'm going to spray the BRUT on another tester strip right here. All right. I think this is the first paper strip test that I have done on Eau de Treasure. All right, I'm smelling them now. Yeah, they're quite different. The BRUT, the Fabergé BRUT, this one is kind of powdery and green. That's what the feeling I get from this one. And the Stetson, this one here, is a little bit more like a sweet woody fragrance, like a honey woody. They're both kind of sweet, but this one leans to me more sweet, like a soft honey and woody scent. And this is more of like a powdery green scent. Now, there's one more fragrance that people say this BRUT reminds them of. This got the most votes, got the most remind me of votes, and that is this one right here. Sartorial from Penhaligon's, because people claim that this is like one of the best barbershop fragrances out there. I like this one, but I don't think it's really, I just don't think it's really that awesome for me. I don't like the scent as much as everybody else does. I think it's good. I just think it's a little weird because this is based, like the main scent in this is a waxy honey type scent. This is like a beeswax type barbershop scent. And I don't relate a barbershop scent to smelling like honey or beeswax. I think more of a barbershop scent as this one. So let's spray this one, and then I'll compare all three and tell you what I think. This is the best sprayer out of all of them for sure. Whoa, actually, now that I compare them, it makes me think of Sartorial a little bit differently now. Now that I'm comparing them to other somewhat similar fragrances or fragrance types. All right, so just my first impressions here, my first and kind of final impressions here. Sartorial, this one really is nice now that I'm comparing them to these similar types of fragrances. This is really nice. You can smell that this is a high quality fragrance. It is a clean, it is somewhat fresh barbershop type fragrance. And what you notice is that this is like a sweet beeswax / honey type scent. And then this one to me smells like a clean shave. This one, like I said, is somewhat sweet. It's green, it's clean, and it just brings back memories of what men smelled like when I was younger. Finally, the Stetson. Yeah, this is kind of a woody, honey type sweetness. This to me smells more like soap, like what you should smell like what your body should smell like when you come out of a shower. So this is kind of like a shave, a shower, and this is just like high quality men's perfumery at its finest. This is Steven from the future, like 10 minutes in the future. I'm smelling this on the back of my hand, and it's drying down. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more woody. So it started off a little bit sweet, somewhat powdery, and fresh and clean. And now it's a little bit darker and a little bit woodier. And I don't know if that's just because this is a vintage formula or not, but this is really cool. So it's cool to test and compare all these fragrances. It was cool to check out this classic vintage box and bottle of BRUT. What do you think of BRUT, guys? I'm sure you all have heard of this. I'm sure you all know what this is. Tell me what you think of this video. Tell me if you like BRUT or have any interesting information about this. Let me know in the comments. And if you like the video, guys, if you like my content, please hit the thumbs up and like video. It helps me out a lot on YouTube. And why not subscribe if you like my video blogs, just showing you stuff that comes in the mail that I'm collecting or buying at vintage shops where I live here in Japan. Opening up the boxes and just going free flow here, just telling you my first impressions of everything and what I think about it, why I bought it. Didn't tell you what I paid for this, right? So I got this for 1,000 yen, which is like $7. Yeah, I think you can get a new one for that, right? But this doesn't appear in Japan. I see this in Japan like once or twice a year. It pops up on the secondary markets. I haven't bought them. Usually somebody else buys it immediately if the price is right. So I have no problem spending $7 on a nearly full vintage bottle. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you're having a great day out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.